Dengan izin Yang Arif Hakim, persidangan mahkamah pada hari ini dijalankan secara sidang video atas persetujuan semua pihak berikutan Perintah Kawalan Pergerakan Bersyarat berkuasa sehingga 14 April 2021. Hakim yang bersidang pada hari ini adalah Yang Arif Hakim, Datuk Noorin binti Badaruddin. Pempetisyen pertama WA-18437-03/2020 Fatin Kamila binti Zulkifli.
Arif, saya Fatin Kamila, Pempetisyen pertama.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Maizatul Akhwan binti Daud, iaitu Peguam pengusul bagi Pempetisyen pertama, dan perkenalkan rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Muhammad Farid bagi pihak Peguam Negara.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Chua Kim Hong Rudin bagi pihak Majlis Peguam Malaysia.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, Lozikan mewakili pihak Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur dan menyebut bagi pihak Jawatan Kuasa Selangor.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, izinkan saya untuk meneruskan ucapan. Sebelum saya mengusulkan pendengaran permohonan petisyen pertama untuk diterima masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaysia, izinkan saya memperkenalkan Pempetisyen pertama ini terlebih dahulu. Pempetisyen pertama iaitu Encik Fatin Kamila binti Zulkifli telah lahir pada tanggal 18 Julai 1995 di Hospital Besar Kanga dan dibesarkan di Perlis Indra Kayangan. Pempetisyen pertama ini juga adalah merupakan seorang anak perempuan ketiga daripada 4 adik-beradik kepada pasangan Zulkifli bin Osman dan Allah Yarhamah Rohana binti Mat Said. Pempetisyen menerima pendidikan awalnya di Sekolah Menengah Abi Perlis dari tingkatan 1 sehingga tingkatan 5. Setelah memperoleh keputusan Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia, Pempetisyen ini nekat untuk menyambung pengajiannya di dalam program asasi undang-undang di UiTM Merbuk, Kedah selama setahun. Pempetisyen seterusnya meneruskan pengajiannya selama 4 tahun dalam ijazah sarjana muda undang-undang di UiTM Shah Alam dan telah pun menamatkan pengajiannya pada awal tahun 2019. Pempetisyen menangguhkan latihan dalam kamarnya selama setahun atas faktor merawat bondanya yang menjalani rawatan kanser pada ketika itu. Setelah kehilangan bonda yang tercinta, Pempetisyen kemudiannya telah memulakan latihan dalam kamarnya di Ketuan Adenan Syarida and Associates di bawah tunjuk ajar serta bimbingan rakan bijaksananya Datuk Adenan bin Seman Elias Abdullah. Yang Arif, pada hari Jumaat yang berbahagia ini, saya juga berasa amat bersyukur dan ingin menggunakan kesempatan yang ada untuk mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih kepada individu yang memainkan peranan penting di sepanjang perjalanan hidupnya sehingga kini. Ucapan terima kasih dan sayang ditujukan khas kepada ayahanda, ayah Allah Yarhamah Bonda dan ahli keluarga di atas segala pengorbanan, kasih sayang, dorongan semangat dan rantaian doa yang menjadi kekuatan bagi Pempetisyen pertama untuk akhirnya berada bersama kita di dalam mahkamah yang mulia ini pada pagi ini. Pempetisyen pertama juga ingin merakamkan jutaan terima kasih kepada rakan-rakan pengajian yang banyak membantu dari segi fizikal dan mental sepanjang tempoh pengajian. Jutaan terima kasih dan penghargaan ditujukan juga kepada para peguam dan staf-staf di Ketuan Adenan Syaridah and Associates di atas segala tunjuk ajar, dorongan maupun inspirasi yang telah diberikan kepada Pempetisyen pertama selama 9 bulan Pempetisyen berlatih. Akhir kata, Pempetisyen pertama merakamkan penghargaan kepada saya sendiri kerana sudi untuk menjadi pengusul kepada permohonan Pempetisyen pada pagi Jumaat yang indah ini. Yang Arif, saya percaya bahawa semua surat cara Pempetisyen adalah sempurna dan teratur dan saya sesungguhnya percaya Pempetisyen pertama adalah seorang yang berkelayakan menurut profesyen Undang-Undang 1976. Saya juga percaya bahawa rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Peguam Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur tiada sebarang bantahan dalam dan menyokong permohonan di sini. Oleh yang demikian, saya dengan rendah diri, maaf Yang Arif,
Puan Mazzatul, saya minta Puan unmute semula.
maaf Yang Arif. Oleh yang demikian, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kepada mahkamah yang mulia ini supaya satu perintah dipohon agar pempetisyen pertama iaitu Fatin Kamila binti Zulkifli diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Ada bantahan ya Arif?
Ada bantahan dari Majlis Peguam ya, Arif?
Ada bantahan Yang Arif.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Fatin Kamila binti Zulkifli sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Fatin Kamila binti Zulkifli dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dengan ini saya pohon kebenaran Yang Arif supaya pempetisyen menjubahkan jubah beliau sendiri.
Persilakan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations.
Terima kasih.
Pempetisyen kedua WA-18-607-05/2020 Amira binti Muhammad Rafi Rabi.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Amira binti Muhammad Rafi Rabi, pempetisyen kedua.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Alvin O dan saya hadir bagi pihak pempetisyen iaitu Cik Amira binti Muhammad Rafi Rabi pada pagi ini Yang Arif. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia, Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenalkan sebentar tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan prosiding dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Yes.
Much obliged, my lady. I have the pleasure of introducing the petitioner, Amira binti Muhammad Rafi Rabi, to your ladyship. The petitioner was born on the 15th of July 1995 in the small town of Teluk Intan, Perak, to Encik Rafi Rabi and Puan Amina Muhammad, who are observing these auspicious proceedings online. I'm informed that Encik Rafi and Puan Amina are actually educators, and Encik Rafi is presently a principal at a secondary school in Teluk Intan. I'm further informed that the petitioner's interest in pursuing law stemmed from her time as an avid debater during school days. Indeed, the petitioner is the first in the family to pursue law. My lady, the petitioner's academic excellence is apparent. She completed SPM and A-levels with straight A's and went on to pursue law at Warwick University on a full JPA scholarship, where she graduated with second-class upper honors. Thereafter, she read for and passed the Certificate of Legal Practice and commenced her pupillage under the tutelage of my learned friend, Mr. S. Sarabanakumar, her pupil master. During her pupillage, the petitioner was exposed to various aspects of tax litigation, including technical aspects of the SST and customs litigation, my lady. The petitioner gained not only substantive knowledge of that area of law, but also other qualities that are essential to an advocate and solicitor, namely integrity, discipline, and meticulousness. My lady, the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to thank the following persons: her parents, from which her name is derived, Puan Amina and Encik Rafi, and that's where we get the name Amira from. They were the ones who emphasized the importance of education and knowledge, and a sense of curiosity was instilled in her by her parents. Her brother, who has helped fill a void during the times when she could not spend time with her parents in Teluk Intan due to COVID-19 restrictions. her best friend Eugene Kim, who despite being passed away in the United Kingdom, remain the petitioner's rock and stability. And finally, her friends and fellow pupils, as well as the associates and seniors in Messrs. Rosli Dahlan Sarabana Partnership, for always being so willing to share knowledge and guidance. My lady, I submit that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honourable court. I believe all her papers are in order and that my learned friends from the AGC, the Malaysian Bar and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee have no objections to the petition. I therefore humbly pray that the petitioner be admitted. Maka dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon supaya Pempetisyen diterima dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Kuala seperti yang dipohon.
Encik Farid.
Bantahan ya Arif.
Tiada bantahan ya Arif.
Ada bantahannya Arif.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Amira binti Muhammad Rafi Ravi sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Amira binti Muhammad Rafi Ravi dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran supaya pempetisyen memakai jubahnya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Arif.
Congratulations.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen ketiga WA-663-663-05/2020 Lim Wei Wen.
Dengan izin Arif, saya Lim Wei Wen, Pempetisyen ketiga.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Stanislaus Cross hadir bagi pihak pempetisyen pada pagi ini Yang Arif. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya, Muhammad Farid bin Muhammad Mokhtar mewakili Yang Berbahagia, Peguam Negara Malaysia. Chua Kim Hong Rudin mewakili Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Lau Zi Ken mewakili Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon untuk meneruskan ucapan ini dalam bahasa Inggeris. May it please you, my lady, I wish to introduce the petitioner, Lim Wei Wen, or Lim Wei Wen, who is also known around a circle of friends as Vivian, was born in the year 1996, being the oldest daughter in the household. She was raised in the small town of Banting in Selangor, and subsequently spent most of her teenage years in Klang and graduated from Hinhua High School in Klang. Outside school, the petitioner had always found herself in leadership roles and was active in the field of debating. The petitioner's interest in law date back to her high school days when she had the opportunity to study humanities and sociology. This provided the petitioner with a chance to gain some insight into current issues and had instilled in her the eagerness to help those in need, as well as the enthusiasm to pursue a career in law. The petitioner spent her first 2 years of law school at Taylor's University College and had been an active member of the Asian Law Students Association and the Taylor's Law Society. The petitioner was then awarded a Bachelor of Laws degree from the University of Reading at United Kingdom in July 2018. In the same year, the petitioner then pursued a post-law degree education at the Advanced Tertiary College and obtained the qualification of Certificate of Legal Practice in the subsequent year. Thereafter, the petitioner commenced a pupillage at Messrs. Quek, Ong and Associates under the tutorship of my learned friend, Mr. Quek Wee Teng. Today, my lady, the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to express utmost appreciation to supportive and loving parents, Mr. Lim Kian Chong and Madam Lee Su Eun, who never cease to believe in her and have been supporting her unconditionally throughout the difficult times. Also, her three younger sisters, the Lim family, Lee family, for all the support and encouragement along the journey. The petitioner would love to have her late paternal grandfather to be here, and she would make him proud. Also, the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to thank her pupil master, Mr. Quek Wee Ting, for his undying patience and guidance during this 9 months of pupillage. Her friends, Ling Jing Michelle, Kai Yang, Zoe Lin, and all others for constantly being there with her through the ups and downs of life. Her seniors, Ko, Isan, and Chok, who had been mentoring the petitioner during the pupillage by providing her with gentle guidance, constant encouragement, and career advices. Lastly, all the colleagues at Messrs. Quek Ong and Associates, especially Ivy, Carmen, and Esther, for being very supportive and helpful when the petitioner was very much enjoying working with. The petitioner would also like to express a gratitude to all the judges, registrars, the court officers, officers from the Malaysian Bar, the Selangor Bar, the KL Bar, the AGC, JPN, JKM, JIM, and the learned opponents and clients. My lady, I believe that the petitioner's papers are in order, and the three relevant bodies have no objections to this petition. I humbly pray that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be part of the legal profession. As such, I humbly take this opportunity that this honorable court grants an order that the petitioner, Lim Wei Wen, be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honorable court.
Ada bantahan ya, Arif?
Tiada bantahan ya, Arif?
Ada bantahan yang Arif.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Lim Wei Wen sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Lim Wei Wen dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
My lady, I take this opportunity to invite the petitioner, Lim Wei Wen, to robe herself, my lady.
Dipersilakan.
Much obliged, my lady.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Pempetisyen keempat WE-18-685-06/2020 Farah Nabilah binti Amindin.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Farah Nabilah binti Amindin, pempetisyen keempat.
Ya.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Azizul Ashraf bin Abdul Aziz hadir bagi pihak pempetisyen Farah Nabilah binti Amindin. Bersama-sama saya ialah rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan jawatan kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur bagi pihak jawatan kuasa Peguam Selangor yang telah pun diperkenalkan sebelum ini kepada Yang Arif. Yang Arif, sebelum saya mengusulkan permohonan Pempetisyen untuk diterima masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, izinkan saya memperkenalkan Pempetisyen terlebih dahulu. Yang Arif, Pempetisyen telah dilahirkan pada 3 Oktober 1995, merupakan anak bongsu daripada 3 orang adik-beradik kepada pasangan Allahyarham Haji Amindin bin Haji Osman dan Hajah Khadijah binti Mukti. Pempetisyen telah memulakan perjalanan dalam bidang undang-undangnya bermula di Pusat Asasi Universiti Islam Antarabangsa CFS IIUM dan seterusnya melanjutkan pergajiannya di Universiti Islam Antarabangsa IIUM. Beliau telah dianugerahkan dengan ijazah sarjana muda undang-undang dengan kemujian pada 24 November 2019. Sepanjang tempoh pengajian di universiti, Pempetisyen banyak melibatkan diri dengan Persatuan Pelajar-Pelajar Antarabangsa yang mewakili Malaysia dan menjadi antara tulang belakang dalam mengendalikan suatu majlis bawah anjuran Persatuan Mahasiswa Undang-Undang Syariah. Pempetisyen juga turut tidak terlepas untuk terlibat dalam aktiviti anjuran universiti seperti program Festival Kebudayaan Antarabangsa dan Festival Convocation UIAM. Pempetisyen turut sama bergiat aktif di bawah program mentor asas bahasa Melayu kepada mahasiswa pelajar antarabangsa anjuran Persatuan Kebajikan Mahasiswa Antarabangsa UIAM. Melalui program tersebut, Pempetisyen telah mengajar dan melatih asas bahasa Melayu kepada 5 orang mahasiswa antarabangsa dari Arab Saudi, Dubai, Ethiopia, Bangladesh dan Syria sehingga mereka fasih berbicara dalam bahasa Melayu. Pempetisyen seterusnya telah menimba ilmu dan pengalaman sebagai pelatih dalam kamar selama 9 bulan di Tetuan Mazlifah and Partners di bawah tunjuk ajar dan bimbingan daripada rakan bijaksana saya, Cik Mazlifah binti Datuk Seri Muhammad Johari. Sepanjang tempoh tersebut, Pempetisyen telah didedahkan dalam pelbagai aspek undang-undang termasuk tidak terhad kepada cabang litigasi am, litigasi perbankan, corporate serta conveyancing. Pempetisyen juga telah melalui pelbagai cabaran dan kenangan yang tidak akan dilupakan sepanjang tempoh 9 bulan tersebut. Pempetisyen turut mendapat peluang untuk hadir ke pendengaran di hadapan Yang Arif Atan Mustafa. Pempetisyen ingin mengambil peluang ini untuk mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih kepada Yang Arif Hakim Mahkamah Tinggi, Hakim-Hakim Mahkamah Session, Magistrat-Magistrat, Peguam-Peguam serta kaki tangan Mahkamah, Pusat Bantuan Guaman dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Negeri Selangor di atas kerjasama, bimbingan dan bantuan yang telah diberikan selama ini. Yang Arif, untuk insan paling istimewa dan terpenting hari ini didedikasikan kepada ibu bapa Pempetisyen Allahyarham Haji Amindin bin Haji Osman, Puan Khadijah binti Mukti, adik-beradik Pempetisyen iaitu Rabitah binti Amindin dan Muhammad Hijaz bin Amindin, serta ahli keluarga terdekat di mana Pempetisyen percaya berkat doa dan sokongan mereka yang tidak putus membuatkan Pempetisyen berada dalam bidang perundangan pada hari ini. Pempetisyen ingin melafazkan jutaan terima kasih yang tidak terhingga atas dorongan, sokongan, semangat, kasih sayang serta doa di setiap langkah yang Pempetisyen ambil sehingga hari ini. Jasa dan pengorbanan mereka tidak dapat dinilai dan tidak mungkin dapat dibalas. Pempetisyen berdoa agar roh ayahnya dicucuri rahmat Tuhan serta ahli keluarga diberi kesihatan dan dilindungi berpanjangan olehnya. Pempetisyen turut ingin memberikan penghargaan khas dan ribuan terima kasih diucapkan kepada pengajar Pempetisyen Cik Mazlifah binti Datuk Seri Muhammad Johari kerana telah memberi peluang kepada Pempetisyen untuk menjalani latihan dalam kamar dan telah membimbing, mengajar serta berkongsi pengalaman beliau kepada Pempetisyen. Bukan itu saja, Pempetisyen ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada Cik Nabilah, Cik Khadijah, Cik Faizah, Cik Adawiyah serta staf-staf di atas tunjuk ajar dan nasihat serta dorongan sepanjang tempoh latihan Pempetisyen di firma tersebut. Tidak dilupakan juga sahabat-sahabat Pempetisyen terutama Arafah, Labiba, Julie, Jane, Kelly, Christine, Haley, Winnie, Hafizah, Syahirah, Akilesh, Umar, Noshin, Abdo dan Kak Ija dan Abang Izam yang sentiasa memberikan sokongan, bantuan dan panduan selama ini. Yang Arif, saya percaya bahawa Pempetisyen adalah seorang yang berkelayakan untuk diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Saya percaya ketak-ketak kausa Pempetisyen adalah teratur dan rakan-rakan bijaksana saya daripada Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatankuasa Peguam Selangor tidak mempunyai bantahan terhadap petisyen ini. Saya dengan ini rendah diri memohon izin mahkamah untuk menerima masuk dan mendaftaraikan Pempetisyen Farah Nabilah binti Amindin sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Tiada bantahan dari Majlis Peguam Malaysia Yang Arif.
Tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Farah Nabilah binti Amindin sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Farah Nabilah binti Amindin dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Saya memohon kebenaran Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk membenarkan pempetisyen menyarungkan jubahnya sendiri.
Silakan. Congratulations.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen kelima WA-18-689-06/2020 Emilia Maisara binti Zainal Abidin.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Emilia Maisara binti Zainal Abidin, pempetisyen kelima.
Yes.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Azri Malik bin Muhammad Harun, hadir bagi pihak pempetisyen kelima Emilia Maisara binti Zainal Abidin. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatankuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenalkan sebelum ini. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya ingin memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Yes.
My lady, may I introduce the petitioner, Emilia Maisara binti Zainal Abidin. Born on the 22nd of February 1994, the petitioner is the eldest child of Encik Zainal Abidin and Puan Hazlina. Despite the financial struggles, her parents tried their utmost best to support the petitioner and her siblings. Growing up in Seremban, the petitioner understood that only with education, one could elevate one's social and economic conditions. The petitioner considers herself the luckiest person on earth, as not only was she raised by her supportive parents, she was also raised by her grandparents, her late grandfather, Dr. Abdul Hamid, and her grandmother, Puan Fadilah, whom had heavily influenced the petitioner's values and principles. The petitioner went to an all-girls residential school, Tunku Kursiah College, where the petitioner discovered that she enjoys being in a fast-paced environment. It was her second home, a place that has trained her to be well-rounded and inspires her to advocate for women empowerment. The petitioner was awarded a full scholarship from JPA to read law at University of Essex, and she graduated with a second-class upper. At university, the petitioner's passion for law grew as she finds pleasure in learning the mechanisms of the law and how it affects society, especially when there is always something new to learn, to understand, and to consider. She also discovered her love for volunteering. She believes that everyone has a role to play in this life and that she tries to play her part by giving back to the society. She enjoyed volunteering at the Essex Law Clinic, the Refugee Teaching Centre, and with Small Changes, a Malaysian-based NGO. My lady, on 19 July 2018, just right before sitting for her CLP civil procedure paper, the petitioner was informed that her grandfather had passed away, the person whom she absolutely loved and adored and who was a mentor to her. His death greatly affected the petitioner, but she found strength in the support and love of her dear friends and families. After passing her CLP on her second attempt, the petitioner commenced her pupillage at Mrs. Manjit Singh Sakdev, Muhammad Razi and partners under the tutelage of Encik Zafwan Yazi bin Yahya, whereupon she was given the opportunity to be exposed in the areas of civil litigation and conveyancing. My lady, on this momentous day, the petitioner owes it to the Almighty for carving this remarkable journey for her to embark upon, for surrounding her with the warmth and kindness in the form of people whom the petitioner would like to express her utmost gratitude to. Firstly, her parents and siblings, who are her pillars of strength, showering her with utmost love and patience. Her grandparents, for all the sacrifices made and for providing a nurturing environment at home for the petitioner and her siblings. Her TKC friends, for their unyielding love and gentle affections throughout their 15 years of friendship. Her university friends, for being her confidant and greatest support system in venturing adulthood together. Her friends from small changes, for being her source of inspiration and for consistently challenging the petitioner to her fullest potential. The petitioner would also like to express her utmost gratitude to Datuk Manjit Singh Saktif for providing her the opportunity to undergo her privileged journey at his prestigious firm. The petitioner expresses her deepest appreciation to her master for always making time for the petitioner when she seeks for advice and guidance. The feedback sessions were very meaningful to the petitioner. Lastly, the petitioner would like to thank all the partners, associates, and supportive colleagues from the firm for being part of her legal journey. My lady, at this juncture, the petitioner hopes to have made her loved ones proud and considers this as a stepping stone for the petitioner in her legal career, as there is a lot more continuous learning to be attained. My lady, I believe that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honorable court. I believe that all the petitioner's papers are in order and that my learned friends from the relevant bodies do not have any objections. I therefore respectfully and humbly pray that the petitioner Amelia Maisara Binti Zainal Abidin be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya.
Tiada bantahan ya Arif?
Tiada bantahan ya Arif?
Tiada bantahan ya Arif.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Amelia Maisara binti Zainal Abidin sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Amelia Maisara binti Zainal Abidin dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Much obliged, Ya Arif. I seek leave from this honorable court for the petitioner to robe herself.
Yes. Congratulations.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Pempetisyen ke-6 WE-18-725-06/2020 Eng Welun.
Izin Yang Arif, Eng Welun bagi Pempetisyen 6.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Hawinda Kaur hadir bagi pihak Pempetisyen Eng Welun pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan awal tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan hujaan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris. Much obliged, Yang Arif. With respect, Yang Arif, I introduce the petitioner, Eng Welun. The petitioner was born on 2nd February 1996 in Sarawak. He is the second child of Mr. Eng Chin Chun and Madam Chew Mei Ling. The petitioner's father is a mechanic in JKR and his mother is a homemaker. The petitioner attended Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan Cina, Tiong Hin, and continued his secondary school at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Tiong Hin, Sibu, Sarawak. Upon completing his secondary education, the petitioner pursued his Cambridge A-levels at KDU, Penang. The petitioner then pursued his Bachelor of Law, LLB, with second-class honours upper division from University of Oxford Brookes in 2017 and obtained his certificate in legal practice in 2019. Thereafter, the petitioner commenced and completed his pupillage at Mrs. A.S. Dhaliwal under the tutelage of Mr. Avtar Singh, anak laki Sukhdev Singh. On this special day, Young Arif, the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to record his utmost appreciation to his parents for their unconditional love, support, undivided financial and moral support, together, of course, with emotional support. No words can express how thankful he is for their endless love, support, and sacrifice to ensure that the petitioner is who he is today. Also, to his grandmother, who has always believed in him and supported his decision since the beginning. Secondly, the petitioner would like to express his utmost gratitude to his pupil master, Mr. Avtar Singh and Lucky Sukhdev Singh, for giving him an opportunity to commence pupillage in Mrs. A.S. Dhaliwal. The petitioner is thankful for the guidance and opportunities given throughout his pupillage and time at the firm. The petitioner is also grateful to the partners and colleagues of the firm, Ms. Davinder Kaur, Ms. Ravinder Kaur, and Ms. Vidya. They have never been selfish to lend a helping hand and guide the petitioner throughout his 9-month journey. The petitioner would like to specially thank Tan Pei Ting for being there from the beginning of the petitioner's legal adventure. The petitioner would like to thank the Tan family who have given him warmth of their home as he is far away from his own home. The journey was not an easy ride for the petitioner, but the petitioner is glad that he did not have to face this journey alone. Last but not least, the petitioner would like to thank all his friends from his school, university, work, and all those who have helped him through this journey. Young Arif, I believe that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honorable court. I believe all the papers are in order, and my learned friends from the AG's chambers, the Bar Council, and Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee respectively have no objections to this motion. Thank you.
Tiada bantahan ya, Arif?
Tiada bantahan ya, Arif?
Ada bantahan ya, Arif?
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Eng Wei Lun sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Eng Wei Lun dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
I pray, Young Arif, that the petitioner be allowed to robe himself.
Dipersilakan.
Much obliged, Young Arif.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Pempetisyen terakhir WA-1219-08/2019 Chua Shu Hui
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Chua Shu Hui, Pempetisyen yang ke-7.
Ya.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Nicholas Ho, hadir bagi pihak Pempetisyen. Rakan-rakan pihak saya dari Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor adalah seperti yang diperkenalkan terlebih dahulu. Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Please.
Much obliged. If it pleases the court, milady, your humble petitioner, Chua Shu Hui, was born on the 27th of July, 1995, to Mr. Chua Hong Pong and Madam Tai Siu Moi. She is the youngest of 3 daughters. The petitioner grew up in Damansara Utama, Selangor, and she carried out her early education years in SRK Damansara Utama and subsequently at SMK Damansara Utama. The petitioner developed an interest in the law while taking the law subject in A-levels at Sunway College. Upon discovering her interests and completing her A-levels, she went on to read law at Taylor's University. At Taylor's, the petitioner informed me that she participated in a program known as the Street Law Program, where she worked with several NGOs to help children living in high-risk areas and the indigenous community. Her time at Street Law opened her eyes to the real issues faced by vulnerable people and how the law can protect them. Lady, after a year at Taylor's University, the petitioner transferred to the University of Manchester, where she graduated with a second-class Honours Upper Division, LLB. The petitioner then successfully completed her bar professional training course and was called as a barrister at law at the Honourable Society of Lincoln's Inn. Petitioner then returned to Malaysia and commenced her pupillage at Mrs. Liao and Co. under the tutelage of my learned friend, Mr. Liao Si Kun. Under the guidance of the revered Mr. Liao, who also happens to be my pupil master all those years ago, the petitioner gained much exposure in different areas of the law and had found her interest in litigation. The petitioner fondly recalls the time where one of the firm's clients was served with an ex parte injunction order, and she was given the opportunity to assist Mr. Liao in the hearing on the same day. Milady, the petitioner instructs me that it had been an arduous yet incredibly rewarding journey so far in the road to become a lawyer, and hence she wishes to record her appreciation to several groups of people today. Firstly, the petitioner thanks her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Chua Hong Pong, to whom she owes the greatest of gratitude for providing her with endless love and support from the day she was born. The petitioner then thanks her 2 sisters, Shu Yan and Shu Ying, who have always been in her corner and whom she could rely on no matter the time difference or the distance between them. Next, the petitioner wishes to thank her friends she had made while studying in Manchester, namely Abby, Kate, Molly, Sandra, Amelia, Sean, and E.S., who had given her much needed support and acceptance during the highs and lows of her university days. and whom have helped her to grow into a true self. The petitioner also thanked her colleagues at Mrs. Liao and Co., namely Ms. Tan So King, Jennifer, Anson, Eunice, Joying, Fins, Debbie, Jun Hong, and Wei Zin, who have showered her with endless patience, encouragement, and advice, besides providing her with a positive and supportive work environment. And last but most importantly, the petitioner records her gratitude to her pupil master, Mr. S.K. Liao, for putting his trust in her as his pupil and for helping her develop beyond all of her expectations, both professionally and personally. Milady, the petitioner informs me that the COVID-19 pandemic has not dampened her passion in the law. Instead, it had given her time to set her priorities and personal goals right. And she is now filled with a renewed and unwavering desire to continue on with a journey in the legal profession as an advocate and solicitor. And to that end, my lady, I believe that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted as an advocate and solicitor. I believe that all the papers are in order and there are no objections from all the three relevant bodies. And therefore, it is my privilege and honor today to humbly pray that the petitioner Chua Shu Hui be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya. Saya dengan rendah diri memohon Yang Arif supaya Pempetisyen diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya yang mulia ini.
Tiada bantahan ya Arif?
Tiada bantahan dari Majlis Peguam Malaysia ya Arif.
Ada bantahan yang Arif.
Mahkamah dengan ini membenarkan permohonan Pempetisyen dan menerima masuk Chua Shu Hui sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dan juga memerintahkan nama Chua Shu Hui dan penerimaannya didaftaraikan oleh pendaftar.
Dari Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon supaya Pempetisyen boleh menjubahkan dirinya sendiri.
Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Congratulations.
Terima kasih Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Dengan ini, saya menjemput Yang Ahli Hakim untuk memberikan ucapan.
Encik Muhammad Farid, Senior Federal Counsel yang mewakili Peguam Negara, Encik Chua dan Encik Lau yang mewakili majlis-majlis peguam yang berkaitan, learned counsels, ladies and gentlemen. Pertamanya izinkan saya mengucapkan terima kasih di atas kehadiran semua ke proceeding pada hari ini. Dan sebelum saya menunjukkan ucapan khusus buat kesemua Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara yang baru pada hari ini, izinkan saya terlebih dahulu menyampaikan sepatah dua kata kepada ahli keluarga, ibu bapa dan orang-orang yang tersayang yang saya sedari, yang saya baru sedari ada mengikuti proceeding ini melalui YouTube. Kepada para ibu bapa, kepada para ibu bapa dan penjaga Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara kita yang baru pada hari ini, saya ingin mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi tahniah kerana apa yang terlaksana dan dikecapi oleh kesemua Pempetisyen atau Peguam Cara, Peguam Bela yang baru pada hari ini tidak akan tercapai tanpa pengorbanan ibu bapa dan ahli keluarga yang tersayang, kerana kasih sayang dan dorongan serta semangat yang dicurahkan oleh ibu bapa, penjaga dan ahli keluarga Peguam Bela, Peguam Cara yang baru diterima masuk pada hari ini adalah sumber yang telah membawa kejayaan kepada mereka. Dan kepada para ibu bapa yang telah tiada bersama, kita sama-sama berdoa agar Allah Tuhan mencucuri rahmat ke atas roh mereka. Allow me to now address the new advocates and solicitor. It is a pleasure indeed to address you, the new advocates and solicitors, and your families today. You have worked hard and sacrificed a great deal to reach this milestone in your life. You have reached a stepping stone in your life today, a place where you can pause and look back with pride on the distance you have covered. May I extend our warmest congratulations to each and every one of you on your great achievements. Congratulations to the proud parents, spouses, siblings, loved ones, and close friends who are here with us today observing the proceeding online. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now embarking on a new adventure after years of dedicated study, hard work, and perseverance. You could not have endured the ordeal or the experience without the loving support and encouragement from your loved ones. Do remember the sacrifices that your parents, siblings, and close friends have made to you, wrote today, marking your inclusion into this exclusive and noble profession. It is not easy being a lawyer, and it is even more difficult to be an outstanding one without the passion, diligence, hard work, dedication, perseverance, and sacrifices. The future is bright for all of you. So they say. However, what awaits you are many more years of dedicated hard work and sleepless nights. The road is long with many winding turns. Aim to be an outstanding lawyer, respected by all. It takes years of experience to be a skillful advocate and the willingness and passion to learn and improve yourself. Do not be too ambitious to fill up your coffer, but spend your time in your initial years in the bar developing your advocacy skill. Now, after years of study, you are now minutes away from becoming an advocate and solicitor. I think you have been. I must caution you that your education as an advocate and solicitor has just begun. You have continued with your education. Education is a lifelong process. You have survived elementary and secondary school, university and law school, and chambering. You are not done yet. And what is more, you never will be. This isn't the end. It is closer to the beginning of your education. Continuous professional development and education can only enhance our legal competence, and all of you must commit yourselves to lifelong learning to develop and hone your legal knowledge and skills. One of the fundamental responsibilities of an advocate is to maintain the highest professional standard of integrity and competence at all times. The legal profession is a noble, learned, and honorable one. Respect and success can only be earned through hard work and adherence to strong, ethical, and professional values. Let me also remind you the simple virtues of a lawyer that one must have: patience, integrity, honesty, humility. So stick to these simple virtues in life and plot your way to success. I wish you success and happiness. As you embark on this pursuit, I extend to you on behalf of the entire bench and everyone in this courtroom our heartfelt congratulations and best wishes. Thank you.
Kod bangun.